was just a girl.
We're like diamonds in the sky fall.
Don't you worry, child.
Yeah, yeah, except for me.
Starships were meant to fly. Hands up.
'Cause it's always a good time.
Whoa, we're gonna die young. Somewhere in the crowd. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, far away.
In a quaint old town, Clara is haunted by memories of her lost love, Oliver. One evening, she meets a stranger who shares an uncanny resemblance to him. As they spend more time together, they uncover eerie connections between their pasts, leading them to believe they are bound by fate. Their journey takes them through nostalgic places and shared experiences, revealing deeper, mysterious ties. In a climactic moment on a cliff overlooking the ocean, they confront their intertwined destinies, promising to honor the past while embracing their present. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of love and memory, leaving listeners curious about the mysterious forces that bind souls across time. Chapter 1: The Resurgence. As the soft light of a late autumn evening cast a gentle glow over the old town square, Clara walked through the cobblestone paths, each step bringing back memories of her lost love, Oliver. Nearly a year had passed since the tragic car crash that took him away, leaving Clara lost in a sea of longing and sadness. The trees, shedding their leaves in swirling golden colors, seemed to reflect her own sense of loss. Crossing the worn bridge that arched over a quiet stream, Clara's eyes were drawn to a nearby cafe, with windows warmly lit. Inside, a figure sat by the glass, hidden in shadows. There was something hauntingly familiar about the gentle curve of his jaw and the way his hair fell in waves across his shoulder. It was a resemblance to Oliver that seemed too real to be just her imagination. Drawn by an unexplainable force, Clara approached the cafe. Comforting smell of brewed coffee surrounded her as she stepped inside. Her focus stayed on the stranger. Their eyes met, and an electric charge passed between them, a connection that felt both surprising and deep. The stranger looked up, his eyes showing a mix of curiosity and recognition. "I'm sorry, do I know you?" he asked, his voice soft yet carrying a familiar tone. "My name is Clara. You look like someone I lost a long time ago," she replied, her heart pounding with a mix of hope and uncertainty. "Is it possible?" Clara whispered, her voice barely audible as she neared his table. Chapter 2: Shared Memories. Alex smiled faintly, a gesture that seemed to create a connection deeper than words could express. As we talked, the hours slipped by and we began to share our histories. With a mix of hesitation and longing, I shared pieces of my life with my lost love, my memories turning into a blend of poetry and heartache. Alex listened closely, his eyes showing emotions I had not expected to see again. Each laugh, each sigh between us brought us closer, like magnets pulled by an unseen force. We started a gentle exploration of our life experience, finding unexpected similarities, growing up in nearby towns, enjoying the same rare music, and even admiring the same grand oak tree. "It's as if we've walked the same path," Alex said, an uncanny look of recognition crossing his face. I nodded, feeling a warmth spread through me. Maybe we were meant to find each other again. He reached out, his fingers brushing mine. "Clara, do you believe in fate?" I hesitated, then smiled. "I think I'm starting to." As our friendship deepened, strange things began to happen. Shadows seemed to dance around Alex, flickering at the edge of my vision. Sometimes in quiet moments, I would catch him staring out the window, lost in thought, as if he were talking to the unseen. One evening, as we sat by the fire, Alex turned to me, his eyes intense. "Clara, there's something I need to tell you." My heart raced. "What is it, Alex?" He took a deep breath. "I feel like I've known you forever. There's a connection between us that I can't explain." I felt a tear slip down my cheek. "I feel it too, Alex. It's like our souls are intertwined." He leaned closer, his voice a whisper. "I don't want to lose this, Clara. I don't want to lose you." I reached up, cupping his face in my hands. You won't. We're in this together. As we sat there, wrapped in each other's presence, I knew that whatever shadows danced around us, whatever unseen forces tried to pull us apart, we would face them together. Our shared memories, our growing love, would be our strength. Chapter 3: Unraveling Threads. Our encounters became more frequent, each meeting feeling like uncovering a hidden treasure. Alex's presence stirred memories deep within me, reigniting feelings I thought had long faded. Yet a sense of eeriness lingered. One evening, we walked through a nearby park, the moon casting silver glimmers on the grass. We paused beneath a sprawling oak, much like the one in Oliver's favorite park. Alex spoke of his childhood, and strangely, his stories matched what I knew about Oliver's youth, climbing trees and finding peace in the rustling leaves. "Do you believe in fate?" Alex asked, his expression suddenly serious. "I used to," I replied, pondering the twists of fate that had brought us together. He took my hand, his touch warm and reassuring. "Maybe fate has brought us together for a reason, Clara." I looked into his eyes, feeling a connection that was both comforting and unsettling. Perhaps it has. An instinctive need to confront the shadows grew within me. I suggested we explore old records and personal artifacts that belonged to Oliver. As we sifted through dusty boxes in my attic, we found letters, photographs, and mementos that revealed even more connections. "Look at this," Alex said, holding up an old photograph of Oliver standing beneath the same oak tree we had paused under. I gasped. "It's like he's guiding us." One peculiar item stood out, an old diary belonging to Oliver. It contained a passage about his unfulfilled desire to meet someone with the spirit of a wanderer, a vagabond who would feel like home. The last entry was hauntingly vague but resonated deeply with me, igniting thoughts I dared not voice. Alex read the passage aloud, his voice soft. "Do you think he meant you?" I felt a tear slip down my cheek. "I don't know, but it feels like he's speaking to us through time." He pulled me into an embrace, his arms wrapping around me protectively. "Whatever it means, we'll figure it out together." As we stood there, surrounded by the remnants of the past, I knew that our journey was just beginning. The unraveling threads of our shared history were weaving a new tapestry, one that bound us together in ways we were only beginning to understand.
Enjoying the drama? Subscribe and hit the bell. Our next chapter is about to get even better, and things are just heating up.
Beginning to understand. Chapter 4: Echoes in the Past. Driven by curiosity, I sought to unravel the threads binding me to Alex. One weekend, I invited him to revisit places that intertwined our stories. We attended an old music festival where Oliver once performed. The echoes of the past filled the air as we danced fleetingly, lost in nostalgia. Amidst the warmth of the crowd, Alex gripped my hand tighter when a particular song played, an old band called Distant Hearts. It recalled a memory, a night Oliver stood on stage, his laughter ringing through the air. His passion had enchanted me entirely, a moment frozen in time. "Do you remember this song?" Alex asked softly. I nodded, feeling a lump in my throat. It was one of Oliver's favorites. He looked at me, his eyes filled with understanding. "It's like he's here with us." When the concert ended, we retreated to the quieter banks of the Wailing River nearby. The moonlight shimmered like silver dust on the water. We exchanged stories about our biggest fears and hopes, both structured around loss, yet intertwined with yearning. "What scares you the most?" Alex asked, his voice barely above a whisper. "Losing the people I love," I admitted, my voice trembling. "And you?" "Not finding where I truly belong," he replied, his gaze fixed on the shimmering water. I reached out, touching his cheek gently. "You belong here with me." He turned to me, his eyes searching mine. "Clara, I feel like I've known you forever, like our souls are connected." I felt a tear slip down my cheek. "I feel it too, Alex. It's like we're meant to be together." As we sat there wrapped in each other's presence, Alex's voice shifted subtly, echoing not in timbre but in sentimentality, framing the world I once knew. Something cracked within me, reminiscent of a distant memory collected beneath layers of sadness. "Do you think Oliver would approve of us?" Alex asked, his voice filled with uncertainty. I smiled through my tears. "I think he would. He always wanted me to be happy." He pulled me into an embrace, his arms wrapping around me protectively. "Then let's make each other happy, Clara. Let's create new memories together." As we held each other, I knew that the echoes of the past were guiding us, weaving our stories into a new tapestry of love and hope. Chapter 5: Veil of Illusion. The more time I spent with Alex, the thicker the veil of illusion became. One evening, he invited me to his cottage, an artistic refuge filled with paintings that seemed to hum with emotion. As I stepped inside, a familiar sensation enveloped me, as if I had lived this moment before. Alex showed me his collection of works, each depicting scenes eerily familiar to my past with Oliver. The colors, the stories behind each brushstroke, felt both foreign and intimate. A chill ran through me as I realized Alex had painted the tree beneath which Oliver and I first met. Feeling exposed and vulnerable, I blurted out, "It's as if you were destined to embody my lost love. There are threads connecting us, woven by fate, tied by time." Alex stood still, paintbrush hovering in the air, eyes glistening with understanding. "What if the past is not truly past? What if we are intertwined by something greater than ourselves?" I stepped closer, my heart pounding. "Do you really believe that?" He set down his brush and took my hands in his. "I do, Clara. I feel it every time I'm with you." Tears welled up in my eyes. "I felt it too, Alex. It's like we're meant to be together, like our souls are connected." He pulled me into a gentle embrace, his warmth enveloping me. "Then let's not fight it. Let's see where this journey takes us." As we stood there, wrapped in each other's arms, I knew that the veil of illusion was lifting, revealing a deeper truth. Our connection was more than just a coincidence. It was a tapestry woven by fate, binding us together in ways we were only beginning to understand. Chapter 6: The Convergence. The next day, I woke up with a sudden sense of clarity. I drove Alex to Oliver's favorite place, a cliff overlooking the vast ocean. The waves crashed violently against the rocks, echoing the turmoil within me. As we stood there, Alex began to speak of his dreams, his voice filled with mystery. "Last night, I dreamed of a past life. The echoes persisted, leading me to you, revealing a connection so deep it scares me." My heart raced. "I believe you. I felt it too. Our love stories colliding just beyond the veil." A gust of wind swirled around us, adding to the intensity of the moment. Alex whispered words of affection that seemed to transcend time. "Clara, every moment with you feels like a piece of a puzzle falling into place." I looked into his eyes, feeling the depth of his words. "It's as if we were always meant to find each other." In that instant, we realized something profound. Alex was an echo of Oliver, a manifestation of unresolved emotions brought to light by love's unfathomable reach. Alex stepped closer, his fingers intertwining with mine, and the world around us blurred. "How can we move past this? Is there a chance for us?" I squeezed his hand, feeling the warmth of his touch. "We honor the past, but we live for the present. We create our own story." Nodded, his eyes filled with determination. "Then let's write it together, Clara. Let's embrace what we have." We faced the horizon, both yearning for the connection, while grappling with the reality. With uncertainty hanging in the air, we promised to honor the past, unraveling the weight of loss while embracing our present. Our souls had entwined, accepting a chance to rewrite our stories, a love affair between ghosts and the living. As a twist of fate, this moment marked a convergence, a testament to life's mysterious fabric where heartbeats transcend the physical realm. Alex and I stepped forward, ready to explore the possibilities that lay ahead, forging a new narrative in the wake of a love that refused to die.